Today we are going to start with agreement of verb with subject, or the other name is subject-verb concord. Agreement of verb with subject. To make the heading more clear, I would like to explain it with two examples. First one is if I say he is playing in the garden. He is playing in the garden. And the second example, if I take they are having tea. So the two examples which I have written is he is playing in the garden, and second one is they are having tea. In first, the subject about which we are talking is he, and in the second sentence the subject about which we are talking is they. He is singular, they plural. So the verb we have taken with the first sentence, which is having a singular subject, the verb is singular, and in the second sentence in which we are having a plural subject, the verb is also plural, that is and are. That is what the topic we are talking about is agreement of verb with subject follows, that is agreement of verb with subject. Verb agrees with the subject, and the subject is he, which is singular, so the verb is singular. Similarly, in second sentence, again the verb are, which is plural in nature, agrees with the subject, which is plural. That's what the heading means. In this we are having certain rules to be followed. Among that, the first one is one of. When the subject is one of followed by a plural noun, it takes a singular verb, because here the verb agrees with one. The head one, that is one, and one itself means singular. The example for it will take again, that is one of my uncles lives in USA. One of my uncles live in USA. So the subject is one of. The subject is one of followed by a plural noun, that is uncles. So it takes a singular verb because here the verb agrees with the one. So the singular verb is lives, and it agrees with the head one, that is one. Second is in sentence beginning with a word there, the verb agrees with the number of noun. It agrees with the number of noun. For example, there are 100 balls in my box. And second example if I take, that is there is a huge rush in the mall. So both the sentences are starting with a word there, and the subject which we are having is 100 balls, and in second, that is huge rush. 100 ball is plural in nature, so the verb which we are having is are again, which is plural. So the verb agrees with the number of noun if it is starting with a word there. Similarly, the second sentence is also starting with a word there, and huge rush is taken as a one because it is a collective noun, and the verb again is singular, and it agrees with the number of noun if it starts with a word there. The next one is if a two or more singular subject joined by a word and refers to two separate person or thing, we use plural verb. For example, if I take Jaipur and Udaipur, are big cities. So here I am talking about Jaipur and Udaipur, that is more than one singular subject, and it is joined by a word and. So the verb which we are having is plural again, that is are. And on the other hand, if I am using and, which refers to the same person or thing and gives us the same idea, then a verb will be singular if it gives a same idea, say, or a common idea. For example, time and tide waits for no man. Time and tide here gives a common idea about a time. Similarly, if I write bread and butter, is again giving a common idea about a livelihood. For example, if I say bread and butter is his only food, is his only food. So again, the verb which I am having is singular, and in the first waits is again singular because time and tide I'm talking about one thing which gives a common idea. Other example, if I take the poet and philosopher is dead. The poet and philosopher, I am talking about one person because it is giving us a common idea. Here I am talking about one person. So the verb which I have taken is, which is singular. But if I use the article in front of the second subject, that is the poet and the philosopher. Now here I am not talking about one person, here I am talking about two individual person, that is the poet and the philosopher. So the verb will change plural, that is are. If I am talking about two individual, that is the poet and the philosopher, then it will change to are and it will turn to plural. Next, if a noun is qualified by each and every, it requires a single verb. If I'm talking about each and every, it takes a singular verb. For example, if I take each of these pens is found in my cupboard. Starting with each, and the verb which we are having here is singular. Similarly, if it starts with every, then also the verb will be singular. For example, every one of the girls loves to study. So loves here is singular because it is starting with every one. Similarly, if it starts with each and every, then also the verb will be singular. For example, each and every room was washed. So was is again singular. Every boy and every girl was given a book was again singular, and it is having each and every both together. Next, when two or more singular subjects are joined by and, not, nor, or, it will be followed by a singular verb only if two or more singular subjects are joined. Two or more singular subject. For example, either the cat or the dog has been here. Either the cat or the dog has been here. Here we are having singular subject, that is cat singular, and the second subject dog, which is again singular, so the verb which we are having is singular. Similarly, neither food nor water was to be found here. Was is again singular. If I talk about and not, he and not I is a failure. Is again singular. So, if we are talking about two or more singular subject which is joined by a word and not, nor or, the verb will be singular. Next, if we are having two subjects in one sentence in which one is singular and the second is plural, like in previous sentence we were having two subjects and each of it was singular, but if we have two subjects among which one is singular and one is plural, then the verb agrees with the nearest one. For example, neither the teacher nor the students are present. Here we are having two subjects. The first one is teacher and the second is students, among which the first is singular and the second is plural, and as it is given, if we are having one singular and one plural subject, it agrees with the nearest one, and the verb is are because it agrees with the nearest one, that is student. But if I replace the subject, that is neither the students nor the teacher, then the verb will be is. Again we are having two subjects, that is students and teacher. The first one is plural and the second one is singular, and the verb agrees with the nearest one, that is because the nearest one is teacher. Next is that when subject is joined by as well as with, together with, along with, and in addition to, the verb agrees with the first subject. The verb agrees with the first subject. For example, justice as well as mercy allows it. Allows is singular because the first subject, that is justice, is singular. Similarly, if I say silver as well as cotton has fallen in price, the first subject is silver, which is singular, so the verb which we are having is again singular, that is has. Next, in both these sentences, the first subject was singular. Now the third example, if I take, Tendulkar's children along with Tendulkar have gone to play. Here the verb is have, which is plural because the first subject, that is Tendulkar's children, is plural, as it agrees with the first one. So the example was Tendulkar's children along with Tendulkar have gone to play. Have is plural because it agrees with the first subject, and the first subject was Tendulkar's children. The next one is, if two subjects joined by not only but also, the verb will agree to the nearest one, because again if we are using not only but also, the one of the subject will be singular and the other will be plural. For example, not only her friends but also she was present at the party. The first subject is friends and the second subject is she, which is singular. So the verb is singular, that is was. Next one is some noun which are plural in form but singular in meaning. Some noun which are plural in form but singular in meaning, the verb will be singular. For example, news, maths, jeans, specs, etc. The form is plural but the meaning is singular. For example, the news is true. The verb which I have taken is, which is singular again. Mathematic is a branch of study in every school. Mathematic is again singular. Next, some noun which are singular in form but plural in meaning. Singular in form but plural in meaning, the verb will be plural. For example, dozen seems to be singular but mean plural. Children again seems to be singular but mean plural. For example, children are playing in the garden. Are is plural. 12 dozen cost. 12 dozen cost 100 rupee. Cost is again plural. Next is that when the plural noun is a proper name. When plural noun is a proper name for some singular object or collective unit, the verb will be singular. For example, the Arabian Nights, the United States, the Arabian Nights is still a great favorite. Is singular. The United States has a big navy. Again has a singular, but United States is for a collective unit and Arabian Night is for a singular, but both are a proper name, so the verb will be singular in this case. Next, when the collection is thought as one whole. When the collection is thought as one whole, then the verb will be singular. And when the individual of which it is composed or thought of is, then the verb will be plural. Individual of which it is composed. The verb will be plural. For example, the committee has issued its report. And the second is the committee are divided on one minor point. The first is the committee has issued its report. Here we are talking about the collection. We are talking about it as a one whole. So the verb we have taken is singular, that is has. And the second example, the committee are divided on one minor point. In here we are talking about the individual of which it is composed or thought of. So the verb here which we are taking is are, stands for plural. If a sentence starts with a number of, then a verb will be plural, and if a sentence starts with the number of, then the verb will be singular. If it is starting with a number of, we are talking about the verb which is the subject which is countable, and if it is starting with the, here we are talking about something which is uncountable. For example, a number of accidents were reported in the newspaper. Accident is something which is countable, so the verb which we have taken is were, plural. The number of, if a sentence starts with the number of, the verb will be singular. For example, the number of dropouts was quite less. Dropout which is not countable, and the verb here we have taken is singular. Next is if a plural noun denotes some specific quantity, or amount. If a plural noun denotes of some specific quantity or amount considered as a whole, then the verb will be singular. For example, the formation of paragraph is very important. The formation of paragraph, here we are it's denoting about specific quantity. For example, the second example, 3 parts of the business is left for me to do. Is again singular, and here we are talking about 3 parts of business. Here we are talking about a specific quantity, or you can say amount. For example, 3 miles, parts of business, paragraph, etc. Next, if in a sentence we are having a word a few, many, and several, the verb will be plural. For example, a few Americans have their offices, have, plural, have their offices in Kolkata. If I talk about few, there are few books on a table. If I talk about many cards have been received, plural again. If I talk about several, the boutique have several beautiful dresses. On the other hand, if a sentence, if we are having many, the verb will be plural, but if we are having many the verb will be singular. For example, many a man, because here we are talking about individual. If we are writing a with many a man has done so. So has is singular. Or the other example, many a man does not know its own good deed. Again, the verb here we are having is singular.